Right, let's go over a game. It's a free-for-all game and I'm playing yellow. I played a flank opening and well, it's not very direct in terms of getting a queen, but it's very helpful if you're kind of asking green to close up the queen side for green and for yellow, and specifically by playing L10, because now it's very easy for green to just block down the queen side, and if he doesn't, like if he plays some break, he's never really gaining anything by taking and is just weakening himself. So if you're kind of looking into the mind of green, then we both kind of want the queen side closed. I think this space gainer is really advantageous later on. So now I have everything I want. I mean, blue and red can get queens if they like. I don't really have a problem with that. I want to discuss one more point. That was right here. I pushed the pawn, and now I can actually be checkmated in one move. If red plays queen g13 check, protected by the queen on g1, and then blue can checkmate me with bishop h13. The problem with this kind of strategy is that red is playing hope chess, because blue does not have anything to gain other than the 20 points, so he gives up a bishop and a lot of moves. I mean, you're just weakening your king side, queen side. Possibly it's a legit alternative here, but if you're red, it's like, what if blue just plays a nothing move? Then you wasted a pawn for the yellow pawn, which might be the best thing for blue. So let's just keep going. I saw that red thought about it, and I thought a bit about it too, but I mean, getting checkmated sometimes there is less of a problem than giving up this J11 pawn. So now we're just moving our pieces out, trying to stay solid. And I really question this move from blue. I think blue should just stay solid. And red closes it down. I would have probably done that a long time ago. Now I'm really confused what this thing is about, because now I can already sack on n4, d14, d11 I mean. Knight takes d11 is perfectly a legit move here because you're hitting the queen. But I just want to get safe and keep all my material. If I don't have to, I don't want to trade at all. So we're just keep going a bit. And I thought this move was really strange. If you want to queen, then why are you blocking your queen from seeing all the way through? I would have developed the knight to a more logical square, but he was afraid of the checks, yeah. Yeah, this move is so weird. I mean, why would you queen? So red is hitting the pawn. Is there nothing you can do? I mean, what if you just take the knight? I mean, it's a queen sack, but probably the mistake green made here was pushing the pawns too early, and here this pin is really annoying. I don't really see how you get out of it. So red is just pounding on green, and this is a desperate move. I would not have taken there, I think. At least not with a bishop. Maybe. It's winning a piece, but I mean, you're also weakening yourself by doing all these trades. There I played a fancying move, taking advantage of green being in check. So if I get my knight to k9, then the idea is that I'm kind of covering my king even better. And also I'm just isolating green really bad, so now my pawns are free to run. Now I push the pawns a little bit, but not so far because blue was setting up a bishop c7, hitting my queen. So I blocked that off. Then green goes for another queen. And I don't really want green to queen here, so I stopped the pawn. I think in this move was really tricky. I think if blue would have been really mean here, he could have played bishop c7. The problem with that from blue's perspective is that it hangs his pawn. Now in the game he did hang it anyways. So this was a really weird move if you ask me. If you take, you wanted to sack the bishop, but I mean, that's not really good. The bishop is worth more than a pawn. I mean, it was creative, this thing, but very interesting. So, you know, if I take his queen, then red takes my queen. So I don't really want that. So in fact, I think blue hung his queen here. Maybe going queen back is better. Queen a7. And then he sacked the piece. Yeah, I mean, so I went back, hitting the queen, but probably, I'm not sure. It was hard to say, but yeah. And what is this move? You're just taking my pawn? I mean, this play from blue is so ridiculous. And I took the bishop, and the green queen is hanging, so he cannot really promote. I mean, he can, but he will lose a lot of momentum. I mean, and then I played this move, which kind of forces red and green to make tough decisions. I mean, neither of them really wants to take, because then either I or green or red can move away, and then you just lose the queen for free. So this move is kind of defending both my queen and my bishop. You know, like if green takes, then red does not want to lie around, so he has to move away, and then I take the queen for free. So when red moves away, now I am on turn, so I can move the bishop, but I didn't, because red set up a checkmate on blue. And then green promoted, hitting the red queen, so now red defends with his own queen, and now I hit the green queen, so now I still have all my material, which is kind of insane, but I'm kind of being a spoiler for all players wanting to trade. So if someone puts up a check or something, I'll just play an annoying move like this one. I mean, here I could offer the queen trade, and if red does not trade with me, then he's checkmated. I mean, green is checkmated, but I just played it cool. And here I made kind of a tactical mistake, because I cannot keep this bishop here, because then red will checkmate green next move. So I move the bishop, so now there's no mate. But at this point red could have taken my pawn on n11. I just move over, so it's no big deal, but you know, I didn't see that when I didn't see that I had to move the bishop at this point. So now I have 32 points without losing a piece. I mean, that must be a record, at least for me. So now I'm setting up a checkmate. So we're still going no pieces lost. Yeah, and here is a critical thing, because my pawn was already on the 5th, because I had this queenside expansion in the early parts of the game. And that's something really underestimated. Like, if something unexpected happens, like if either player on the side times out or resigns, then you have some head start on the queen in game. So now we both got a queen. This move is really solid. I mean, I'm just protecting all my pawns. The only loose piece here is the knight on m10, but there's really no way to get at it. Even the entry square for hitting it is covered, and if the queen leaves, then I'm mating the red king. I mean, here I could have taken on k3, but I'm not really threatening to checkmate. So now the goal is just to round up this pawn so that red does not get extra material. And I think I found the cleanest way here. In fact, this was a blunder, because it undefends the rook on e1. So now if he takes my bishop, then I take his rook on e1. I'm on it with my queen. He probably should do it still, but the game is pretty much over here. Now using the pin on the diagonal. So 54 points without trading. And now I offer the queen exchange, which pretty much seals the game if he takes it, so why not? And he took it, so I made it to, what was it? Yeah, so 52 moves. 52 moves with no trades and 54 points. So I gained more than 1 point per move for the whole game and didn't lose a single piece. And after this move he resigned. I mean, I think that's probably the cleanest game I've played. Maybe at one point I could have been a little bit set up by blue, but otherwise it went just according to plan. Now I just want to look at the final position when I had all the material, like here. I pretty much extinguished all the players. I delivered checkmate on blue and green. But I kept all my material. So this is the final pawn that was on J10. And otherwise I have every piece. Yeah, so I guess that's how you do it. Thanks for watching.